Hi, it's Tonkeys. Today I'm doing some Final Fantasy. Um, I've been doing Squadrons, and I realised a lot of people haven't got the emotes for it. So, basically, this is the people I have. Um, we've got Squadron attributes, which for the Squadron missions, you need certain numbers. And I'm Squadron rank 3, which basically it means, so at rank 1 you have 200 to put into your attributes, rank 2 300, rank 3 400. So yeah, obviously I haven't maxed out mine. I mean, I've only done 16 Squadron missions. I've mostly leveled mine through command missions, which are basically running through the dungeons with them. So yeah, but I will show you, because rank 1 you can't do command missions. So you have to do the Squadron missions. And you have to get to level 20 and then do a special mission. But that requires attributes. Yeah. So for my command missions, these are the people I have. I have a healer, I have DPS, I have a tank, and then there's me, who's also DPS. Obviously their mastery for independent is quite high now, because I've done so many dungeons. Right, and this is Squadron missions, and these are their attributes, and it all adds up at the top. But if you want to adjust it, I'll show you in a second. But if you want to adjust it, you have to do training. So yeah, let's look at that. So at the moment I haven't put all my training points in, but I've got 400. See if I do physical, then there's mental, which increases the heart one. Tactical increases the bottom one. And then you can split them between the two. But depending on what you need, you can, choose, I guess. Which helps for the special missions. So this is the first dungeon you can do as a command mission when your Squadron rank is 2. It goes up to 3. This is Halatali? Is that how you say it? Halatali. As you can see, I forgot to eat eggs. So for this one, I'm playing as a machinist. I'm not very familiar with it, and I'm not particularly familiar with the dungeons. I mean, I'm not much of a dungeon crawler, to be honest. Sort of weird for Final Fantasy 14. But so yeah, I'm probably making a million mistakes. I do panic, because that's what I do. I'm on controller because I play on PlayStation. So it makes it a little bit harder. When you see me... So here I'm doing AoE, and I double press L2 to get to that. And then press X. To get to... I basically put the command buttons on my bars. So when I hold down R2 and then L2 and then press the left hand, which you see me do quite a bit, it's quite quick, but the left hand arrow, I basically get them to attack whatever I'm commanding them to, but I can also ask them to withdraw, which is quite useful for some fights, especially when you need to get them out of harm's way, because you've got to treat them nicely. They don't know what they're doing. Hell, I don't know what I'm doing, but and as you can see, like, the imps are running towards our DPS, so I have to make sure the tank picks them up. Sophine gets hit a lot. Like, they always go for Sophine. And then, yeah, so this is the second time I did this one, so I still wasn't very familiar, but I didn't use the first video I took because I got horribly lost. And I don't know how I got lost, but I got lost. And it was just like a minute of me running around going, where do I go? Yeah, with these, you want to do pretty small pulls. You don't want to do like wall to wall like you would in a normal dungeon, I guess, with actual people. But so here you see I command them to go fight Firemane. Then I do a bit of shooting and hope for the best, because I am not familiar with Machinist. Because of my dyspraxia, I find it quite hard to play on keyboard and mouse. So even if I did connect a keyboard and mouse to my PlayStation, it would not go well. I mean, generally I'm not great at games, but if I have to choose between a keyboard and mouse or controller, I'll go for controller. Yeah, and this one, there's little explosions from the ads, but you can basically ignore those. It hardly does anything. Just go for the boss on this one. Yeah, there we go. And to the next bit. So I'm mainly using AoE. Now the chain winches, I think this one has, yeah, lightning sprites, but some of them have chests and some of them have bombs. And you have to, because your squadron will take it as an enemy, just start attacking, you have to disengage them and run. And obviously I'm not the quickest, so sometimes it doesn't quite work. But I'm not even sure what the winches are for. I felt like I have to interact with it. Yeah, this one, it wasn't too bad, but the first time I did it, I got horribly lost. So lost. As you can see, I was ready to disengage. Cecily got hit, but the rest didn't, so... Go us! And I have to protect Sophine, because she always tracks someone. By someone, I mean monsters. So, a good thing about doing squadrons is obviously you get the emotes like squats, what's it? Breathing, something to do with breathing, sit-ups, push-ups. I think they're the ones. But also, if you do the special missions, you should be able to become a storm captain, and then your limit on seals is higher. So I think initially you start out with being able to store like 30,000 seals or 40,000. Sorry, I don't remember, but as a captain you can store 90,000. Also you get bragging rights. You get to say you're a captain. No, but you also you can exchange your seals for these material containers. I'm saying it weirdly because it's spelled weirdly. And you mostly get minions or pets from them, but sometimes, very rarely, you can get a mount. So my friend is desperate for the mount, so I'm trying to sneak up on the winch just in case it's a bomb. It wasn't, it was lightning sprites. But anyway, yeah, one of my friends is desperate for the mount, so I've been opening boxes whenever I've got spare seals. They're 20,000 seals for a box, but when you've got a storage of 90,000, it's not really a big deal once you're a storm captain. I say storm captain, but it could be flame captain. It could be, what was the other? Is it serpent or adder? Anyway, basically you become rank of captain in your free company, but I'm gonna keep saying storm captain because that's what I am. Yeah, for some reason I really got into squadrons. Like, Basically, I've only done 16 Squadron missions, which are the ones that you don't go in dungeons with them. But I've done 40 command missions, which is... Oh, this is where I nearly got lost again. But, anyway, I've done 40 command missions, which is basically doing the dungeons with them. I don't quite know why I did it that way. I'm sort of playing Machinist because at least I can level it up a bit. Now this is an awkward boss. I have to disengage them all, as you can see with the down. Lightning sprites come. I don't really have time to engage them again, so I have to fight them and hope everyone joins in. Yeah. But once the... Oh, I forgot about that one. That's typical me. And then I have to re-engage them with the... I don't know how to say that. Thunderclap. Guivre? I'm guessing? But yeah, basically you don't want them in the water when it's being electrified. So I try my best to keep them safe. Everyone was new once. So I just pretend that these NPCs are just really new. And I mean, I'm sort of new too. This is my first MMO. Well, my first proper one. I did play RuneScape when it was just sort of clicking and waiting. This is my first proper one. I like it. I think it's really fun. I mean, I'm not keen. I get nervous in like new dungeons, all dungeons. I get nervous in dungeons, raids, trials, because I feel like people are probably judging me. Because, like, firstly, I'm on controller, which isn't as quick as keyboard and mouse. Although if personally I was on keyboard and mouse, it would be a mess. I mean, it's a bit of a mess with the controller, but basically I feel like I'll be judged for, I don't know, not doing well enough, I guess. I just get really nervous and I never feel like I'm good enough because I guess I'm so new to MMOs and it's a struggle. It's possibly like a bit of a self-esteem thing. Also, I mean, it's a social game and, you know, people do judge. They might not outwardly judge, but yeah. I quite like the squadrons and the duty support, which I only discovered recently, the duty support. Because because it's less pressure. I feel a lot of pressure when someone's running through the whole dungeon with loads of creatures. And I'm just trying to keep up. Here's the final boss. Right, so my first time round, I wasn't quite sure what was going on. But, yeah, I'll tell you what So it does that, goes invulnerable, and then a flame goes on and loads of ads come from it. Now, I thought you just had to destroy the flame and you're all good. But that wasn't what was happening. You actually have to kill all the ads. But obviously some of them he absorbs, which isn't... It's not the best, but you can sort of ignore it for squadrons. Like, it's not gonna... I don't think it'll kill anyone. It didn't this time, but... I mean, hopefully you'll have a go and see. Yeah, like, yeah, he goes invulnerable again. Then there's 2 flames, I think. Is there 3? Possibly 3. But I don't, for a lot of them, I don't really get the squadron to engage with them because it's just a lot. Like, there's loads of them. It might be easier with a mouse. I wouldn't know. Yeah, none of us are dead. That's a win. I have to say his name. Tangata. Anyway, this is where I realise that actually he's not invulnerable, so I didn't have to attack the ads. And my squadron's just doing all the work. Anyway, we're about to kill him. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching.